Well, today is a very simple task for us. We finish our year of retro saves, aiming for a highest ever place finish with Fulham. Can we take them into the top six, guarantee Europa League group stage football, and achieve something very special at the end of a frustrating season? It's going to be difficult because those of you who are here for the Europa League semi final will remember how many players got injured. And unfortunately, we're carrying the consequences of that today, in addition to more inopportune international breaks. Yes, hello and welcome along to part 29 of this FM09 Let's Retro Save from Fulham FC. We are back for the grand finale today as we face West Ham and Sunderland with the hope of sneaking above one of the teams above us into at least 6th place in the Premier League. We've guaranteed a top 7 finish. Fulham will be in Europe again, subject to the winner of the FA Cup. But we didn't quite get to what we wanted to. We wanted to replicate Roy, and we were a penalty shootout away from doing so. As it is, we've got to focus on these two big Premier League games to finish off the save today, to see if we can make history still with a very strong season. If you're looking forward to seeing if we do, please do chuck a thumbs up on it. And don't worry, as soon as FM26 is announced, we will be back with bundles of save ideas, with suggestions, guides, and of course, our own FM26 stories soon as well. And don't forget, even before that, we'll have plenty of live streams. The new football season is back. You can come and join us for watch-alongs and more retro fun over there. For now, though, let's go and have a look at the squad we've got available for today, because depleted is probably not the right word at this point. If we continue through to Fulham versus West Ham, the fixtures have not been kind to us this weekend because Liverpool City both won. Villa are in a good position as well. Means we can no longer realistically finish 4th because we're going to need to improve the goal difference and we're going to need Liverpool to lose on the final day. We have, though, scored the 3rd most in the Premier League, which gives us an opportunity. Unfortunately, though, Manchester City now 4 points ahead as well. Aston Villa 1 point ahead. If we don't win today, 6th is probably the limit. Let's go and have a look at the match preview because the squad is ridiculous. 6 injured players, several of them from midweek, of course. And to fill the bench today, I've had to go sub-keeper. I've had to go 2 youth players. I don't know if they've all been blown away in the storm out the window, but still, Morgan Schneiderlin has not made it. He is too tired. Frederick Storr, injured. Per Skelbred, injured. Kjæresen, injured. Martin Olsen, injured. Giuliano, injured. Josie Altidore, guess what? Injured. Daniel Howard, Nick Rosman, injured. And then England have taken away our 3 best young stars to the under-19s tournament. So Paul Webster, Richard Gregory, Alex Harrison, all unavailable as well. We are without 12 players that would have been featuring in this squad today. That is a really difficult position for us to be in. We've got an 11 out, but I've had to make decisions. It was either a really defensive midfield 3 with Andreas and Sissoko and Adinho to get John Fleck up front, or it was Bobby Zamora up front and Fleck in midfield. And that's what I've opted for. Don't know if it'll be the right call yet or not. Defensively, we're still playing Ignacevic right back. We've still not got any backups in certain positions. No subs on the right-hand side at all. No subs up front. It is a very desperate situation. Our bench in terms of senior players today consists of Murphy, Beasley, Andreasen and Webster. It is not a position that I would want to be in when chasing a bit of history. So our 11 in full is Pella in goal, Ignacevic and Enrique the fullbacks, Diakate and Hangeland continue in the middle. Bear in mind as well, the ones who are playing today played 120 minutes against Bayern on Thursday night, so nobody's fresh whatsoever. Only John Fleck is in the midfield 3. He's alongside Adinho and Sissoko. We have a front 3 of Pennant and Albin. I'm Bobby Zamora, who has started 3 Premier League games this season up front, albeit he did score a hat-trick in one of them. Could do with him delivering that today. West Ham are 17th and battling relegation. Let's see if we can make it tricky for them. Well, here we go. A 4-4-2 for our visitors. Noble still in there. Collison, Barami, a lot of players of the time. They've also, though, got Vidal in midfield. They've got John Kuru up front. It's going to be interesting, this. I don't know why they're so far down the division. Both teams have been poor in the league recently. Ours was excusable because we were resting people for Europe. But now we've got them all injured from Europe, so we can't even play them here. Paul Konchesky, our former player, is on the bench. He might feature against us here. We could probably do with him today. As we go into the first half, To be honest, I think the only way we win this game is if we get the return of our set-piece specials, because we've still got the two centre-halves, and we've still got people like Fleck and Albin who can put the corners in. So I think that's our best method of trying to get the victory here. Let's see if we can do it, as Mark Noble nearly gets an early yellow card, gets away with one. It's been a quiet 10 minutes on the clock. Though we have got one of those dangerous set pieces, which for some reason we've taken short. Though Albin does work it back out wide to Enrique. It's a chance to cross, but Mantien's in with a challenge. Doesn't go out of play though, and it means that they can counter-attack as Barami breaks downfield, looks for Portillo. Diakate trying to fly in. It's John Carew. Holds up for Vidal. Space out wide on the right-hand side. Looks for Bayrami, and he can get the shot in. And while we have got 3 of our first choice back 4 out, it's a rare position we are strong. They all played an hour and nearly 2 hours, didn't they? Plus a penalty shootout on Thursday. So it's a big ask against a team that have had a rest all week and are preparing for this like the most important game of the season. As Sissoko gets it to Ignacevic, just hoofs long. Kennedy's going to get there. It's the problem when Bobby Zamora's on. We don't really hold the ball up that well. And I couldn't drop Fleck because we just have such a defensive midfield. Need be isolated as Mancien. Challenged well by Albin, but still comes out with the ball somehow. Michael Mancien on the right to Vidal. Sissoko closes quick enough. Forces a tame shot straight at Pella. 20 gone though. West Ham are dominant. And John Fleck's got injured. Are you kidding me? He didn't even feature on Thursday. He's the only fresh legs. And now his condition's down to 63%. The one thing at the end of this season, I can't remember an injury crisis like it for a very long time. As John Fleck's got a free kick on halfway, we're going to have to try and get him through this. And then hopefully next week Schneiderlin will be fit as Zamora. Into the box to Sissoko. It's a brilliant reverse pass. Fair play to Bobby. He found a special one there. It's out for a throw, cleared away. And it's still 0-0, but a first glimpse for Fulham. And a first clear-cut chance of the match. Half an hour on the clock now as Pella's with the kick. We did learn also from the Thursday night game. Don't take players off with a slight knock because you might need them for bigger injuries later on. We can't just say, injured player, take them off now, because 3 subs ain't enough the way we're going. Ignacevic dives in, gets carried away, dragged away from his position too. Vidal's found Noble. That's all come from Ignacevic. 1-0 to West Ham. It's almost what happens when people are playing out of position, isn't it? Really struggling today. You can see the effects. We've played probably for 2 episodes in a row now really well over a number of games. But we've just run out of steam. And to be honest, today, we've run out of players. We're 10 to the break is showing because West Ham are flying on the front foot again. We look like we played 2 hours on Thursday night and picked up 6 injuries. Zadinho's not going to make that. Vidal over the bar. Not sure why this West Ham squad's 17th, but we're 10 to half time. We are going to lose this match, I can assure you. Well, approaching half time, I'm fearing an anti-climax to this season. As Albin gets down the left, we're looking to change it. We need something from set pieces. When we went away to West Ham, we were 1-0 down and struggling, but then scored 2 headers late on. And now we've been given a gift again. It's no Breda Hangeland corner this time, but it's a penalty for John Fleck because Collison has fouled his man on the right-hand side and John Fleck puts it away. He's not too injured to score a penalty. 1-1 on the stroke of half-time, completely against the run of play. Pennant did well to draw the foul from Collison, and we're now going to get at least a point at the minute, despite the fact we've been woeful and tired. John Fleck's condition's down to 55%, but at half-time, we're back on the scoreboard, and that is the most important thing. Let's go and talk to the boys, tell them they can win this game. Not sure who comes on for Fleck soon, but we're running out of options, aren't we? Let's see how we go in 10 minutes, then we'll make another change or 2. Well, I'm starting to run out of words now because I was just about to come back and say I might gamble and chuck Albin up front, and now he's picked up an injury. So he's run Albin and John Fleck today already as Zamora just misses out there. Cleared long as far as Breda Hangeland. We are starting this half the better though, as Enrique goes down the left-hand side. Albin's in support. And he's got options inside of him. Tries to chip over. Gabidon a little uncertain but does get it away. And Barami will clear, but only as far as Jose Enrique, who slides in well. Comes out with possession, I think. Yes, he does. Breaking down the left. Still looks fresh. Fair play to him. And he gets it past Barami. Out to Albin. Chance to cross. Cuts back to Fleck really cleverly. And John Fleck scores again. Injured FC combine. Albin into Fleck. The 2 left-footers. The 2 crooks. And they've both managed to pop up with a crucial assist and goal respectively. 2-1 to Fulham against the run of play overall. But at the start of this second half, we look better. The only problem is we're soon going to have to take off those two superstars who are saving us for the likes of Beasley and Murphy. As Noble puts the cross in, Hangeland hoofs away. Zamora has got a free run here. Bobby Zamora onto it. He's one-on-one with a defender. Matty Upson across. Zamora comes out with a ball. Excellent play from Bobby. Been forced wide, but he's got support. Looks for the cross to Sissoko. Got a score. Oh, he's missed. Straight at Rob Green. Took a touch too many. Oh, what a shame. Bobby Zamora did magnificently there. With 25 to go, I think Albin and Fleck are going to have to come off soon because they're both really struggling. I feel like I've left it long enough to not worry about other injuries as well. But there's a point here where we've got to try and get the job done and avoid problems for next week as well, as Albin wins a flick on towards John Fleck. Wilson up to challenge him, but Fleck brings it down well. Barami nicks it off him though, and he can run downfield to Vidal. Into the middle, Sissoko against Noble. Mark Noble comes out with possession to Collison, who gave away the penalty to start this all off. Up to Oliveira, who's one-on-one. Good save from Johan Pella. Vidal on the rebound, Ignacevic in. And Adinho gets the block on the shot. Albin loses out though, and it's into the box again with Noble, who puts it wide. Go on, let's go a little bit more sensible here. Andreasen or Murphy? You know, for a few minutes, I think Danny Murphy might be the right choice. He's going to come in the middle. Beasley will get a run on the left-hand side. We've got one more sub. It would have been Zamora. I've got nobody to go up there now because the candidates were Albin and John Fleck. Andreasen is an option in the middle. Sissoko's looking tired. I might even wait 5 more just in case of injury because we saw what happened on Thursday. We've seen what's happened today. We'll give it to maybe 75 minutes and then do Sissoko for Andreasen because I think fitness-wise, that's the most likely to make. As we're going almost straight away from the goal kick with Johan Pella. Long downfield towards Gabidon. Oliveira wins it back and now Vidal, who Murphy has lost already. Out wide to the left-hand side. Our left-hand side, that is. Barami taking on Jose Enrique. Should beat him, but it's a good challenge. Wilson gets it in, though. Carew beats Hangeland. Wide of the post. West Ham starting to dominate again. And this is physicality. We're running out of steam. 15 remaining. Let's go and make the change. Sissoko off for Andreasen. We're going to stop the forward runs for both of these. Beasley's going to stop his his attacking mentality as well. Then in the middle, Danny Murphy is just going to drop a little with the forward runs. He can still play the through balls, that's fine. Andreasen, exactly the same. Just try and sit in a more steady shape now. And that's where we're going to leave it. 15 remaining. Fulham 2, West Ham 1. It's a great effort after Thursday night and with the squad we've got out. But it is not a convincing performance and it's going to be a tense finish. As Collison's got the throw on the left. 15 to go. Still awaiting that final sub. So Sissoko for now. Got to do a little bit more defending. Will the throw ever come in? That's the question. You eat up the seconds, lads. I've got no problem with that. Throwing is headed away by Enrique. Ignacevic should get the second ball. And Zamora, if he could keep it in, is away. It just drifts out. According to the assistant, looks on the line to me. Well, 10 minutes to go and West Ham have gambled. They've got plenty up now. And Freddie Sears, pace on in behind. Ignacevic, awful challenge. Gives it straight back to him. And again, the deputy right back showing his age and his inability to play in that position, really. Though we've got a corner with Murphy. This is where the set pieces often deliver. Hangeland up, it's just wide. We're still a threat from them, aren't we? 10 minutes to go. Can we hold on? We're approaching stoppage time. The game is going quiet. There's only 3 minutes of it and we're in the third. But it is West Ham on the attack with Freddie Sears and we've been here before this season. As John Carew, oh, we'll take that all day. Thank you, John. What a legend. Just hoofs it straight out for a goal kick. And when Pella takes this, we should be all but there. The referee better not find some miracle minutes today. West Ham have been the better side without doubt. But for the second time against West Ham this season, we have found a way to win when not at our best. And given the players out injured and that got injured during the game, that is a sensational effort. John Fleck was brilliant. The lads have done well. And the battle to finish higher is still on. Because as we head into the final game of the season, we are up to 6th place above Aston Villa. And based on our goal difference, our goals scored, a draw might be enough. We'll wait and see. Manchester City just a point ahead. We've got a chance to leapfrog them. let's have a look at who we've all got on the last game, because we're away to Sunderland, who have had a good season. Now, who have the others got? City are at home to Stoke. That's 3 points. Liverpool at home to Blackburn. That's 3 points. We're at Aston Villa. Home to Wolves. Okay, so they're playing all bottom half teams at home. City and Villa are at home to the bottom two. So if we want 6th place, we're going to have to win. It's as simple as that. John Fleck, star of the show. No injury for Albin either there. And Sergei Kravets has been offered to us. Used to be a cracking player in FM. We're not going to worry about 5 million there, though. Let's go and get through to the final day and the final game of this save and see how we get on against the Sunderland side. They're pushing in the top half. Back in a moment for that one. Time for the final game of the season and the save. Let's see if any players are back. Skelbred is not quite fit. Giuliano is not. However, Kjæresen and Morgan Schneiderlin are fit to start. Altidor's fit for the bench. So progress. That means we're going to take off Bobby Zamora for Kjæresen. Altidor will be on the bench in place of definitely Matthew Briggs at this rate. Then we're also going to bring in Schneiderlin. He will, I think, start ahead of John Fleck, who had the knock last week. Although he was the best player, wasn't he? I'm still going to do it, though, I think. Play with those three in midfield and then put John Fleck on the bench for Owusu, which gives us an actual senior squad of 18, which I guess is a positive. So that means 2 changes in total. Schneiderlin and Kjæresen back. Altidor's back on the bench as well. It's looking a lot stronger than last week. And John Fleck, despite the fact he was man of the match last week, he picked up a knock and he's only 19. We've still got to look after him a bit. So this is our final team for the Let's Retro FM09 save with Fulham. We go away to Sunderland, where we've not had a great time in this save. Let's see if we can win in style and finish in the top 6 for the first time. Well, this Sunderland side has got a few decent players in it. On the left-hand side, they've signed Javier Garrido and Mark Gonzalez. Ishmael Bangura scores for fun against us up front. And they've got Scott Parker in the middle of midfield as well. So a very decent-looking Sunderland team. A couple of young players that have developed well in this save. And now, as we head into the first half, we're going to hope for something special. Just saw Martin Petrov on the bench there as well. Not expecting a great performance, but a week off may help us as Sissoko plays early to Pennant and now Kjæresen. That's what we've been missing. The goalkeeper doesn't help himself much. Not the best from Craig Gordon. But Bobby Zamora didn't have that individual quality. And with 2 minutes gone, we've started sharp. We've gone 1-0 up. And Kjæresen, if you want to take over this save, is going to be a superstar of the future. 2 very good strikers at the football club. And they're both back in the squad today. The first of them has delivered very quickly. As with 8 minutes gone, it's Craig Gordon with the long kick downfield, which Diakate has lost the flick on. But Pella will come to claim pretty easily. And now we've got a real menacing threat up there with Albin and with Kjæresen as it's rolled out to Ignacevic, who is very much the opposite, maybe the weak link of the team. Diakate into Adinho, up to Sissoko, who started well, gives it away right on cue, and Ignacevic loses the challenge. Now Kenwyne Jones can counter. Ziata looks down the left, beats Sissoko with ease. Superb play. Andy Reid completely unmarked. Where did Jose Enrique go? Bangura on the second ball. Hangeland away. And just as I started to praise us, we fell apart again. Got to learn my lesson, haven't I? 15 minutes gone. We're 1 up, but worrying signs there for a few minutes as Hangeland wins the ball for Enrique in his own half, and it's long down the line to Albin, who's in a straight foot chase with Anton Ferdinand, legend of our FM06 Let's Retro. He gets it to the byline. Albin in. Kjæresen off the bar. Oh, it's such a threat, isn't he? It's such a different threat up front when we've got one of the big two. No goal this time, but 25 gone. And Kjæresen is causing chaos. And for the first time in a while, the injuries are going to the opposition, not us. That's exactly what we want to see. As Enrique's got a throw on the left again. Taken short to Juan Albin. Scott Parker gets in at him though. And Halford can bring it away as far as Reid. Ferdinand into midfield. Andy Reid again. Trying to produce. He's looking clever there as it goes to Parker. Wide towards Bangura. Beats Enrique very comfortably. Ishmael Bangura into the box to Parker. I told you, didn't I? Bangura tears us apart every time. He is so hard to play against in this save. And he always is a menacing threat. Half an hour gone. Sunderland back on terms. And by the stats, you have to argue they deserve it. Well, there it is. Had to be an injury, didn't there? Kjæresen back to fitness. 40 minutes in. Challenge causes an injury. He's just made out of glass at the moment since joining. As Parker releases Reid, we could be behind as well. The good save from Pella. So both of the returning strikers going to get 45 minutes. Altidor will be on at the break. But for now, Andy Reid's got a corner and we've got to defend well. Into the front post, Enrique hoofs it clear. Kjæresen will chase Greg Halford, who wins it. It's Anton Ferdinand back in possession, wide to Reid. All Sunderland at the moment. Again, we're looking a bit sluggish in there. As Halford goes over the top, should be Pellers, and it is. We're at the other end though, in 2 minutes of first half stoppage time, and Ignacevic, oh my word! If that is the final goal of the save, it might be the most surprising. Sergei Ignacevic has just punted the ball towards the box. It was a poor cross from the deputy right back, and it has ended up flying into the top corner over Craig Gordon. What a goal that is against the run of play. We take the lead on the stroke of half time, and it might be the best and most unintended goal of the entire save. Oh, Sergei Ignacevic, what a treat there. Let's not get complacent. Altidore on for Kjæresen. 45 minutes remaining. Can we see out this victory and a top 6 finish with Fulham? Because while we didn't replicate Roy in Europe, we were a game away from that. We might well be able to beat him in the league. So just over 5 minutes gone in the second half. Goal kick to Sunderland, and you know the target's Bangura, who wins it again. Schneidlin's had a very quiet game. Loses out there. Kenwyne Jones. Bangura's running ahead of him. Schneidlin makes the challenge. Parker's shot goes wide. Just cannot handle Bangura. He's so good. But at the moment, we're still leading, which is the crucial thing. How long for, though, as it's a corner kick for Reid. Taken short to Tal Ben Haim. Oh, God, if he'd have scored a screamer as well, this would have been the most unrealistic game ever. Out for a corner kick, still defending to do. Andy Reid's looking for the outswinger. Into the back post. Bangura's up. It's all over the place. He's penalised this time. Got to show you him. I mean, he's a very good player. But he's 5'9". His jumping reach is 10. And he wins every header as well. There are some things that you just can't call. Hour on the clock. We're still managing at the moment. The subs bench is light again. John Fleck, the only one really to bring on. It'll probably be Schneiderlin in a minute because he's struggling physically in his first game back. As Parker away as far as Bangura. That man probably going to cause chaos again. Out to Greg Halford on the right-hand side. Charging down the line, but Adinio gets in. Albin could break, but Nosworthy, the sub, has beaten him to it. Oh, Albin stayed still. He's going to be injured, isn't he? He's going to be injured, isn't he? So it might be Juan Albin that comes off. Every week it's happening. I'm going to have to make the changes now. Physicality is important. John Fleck will come on for Schneiderlin. DeMarcus Beasley will come on for Albin. I think that's the strongest we can be from the substitutes. Let's see if we can keep that attacking threat. Well, the game is passing us by quickly, though with 2 minutes to go. Oh, what have we done defensively? Quick free kick's done us. Jose Enrique clears. It's as far as Kenwyne Jones, who's the deepest player. He clearly hadn't reacted for the free kick either. As Garrido gets it on the left-hand side. Good cross in. Hangeland has to make it and does. It's Altidore v Kenwyne Jones. Maybe he's just gone centre-half. I don't know. Gonzalez offside. He has. Kenwyne Jones is playing centre-back. Who's gone up front then? Oh, Daryl Murphy's on with Bangura. They've gone 4 up front. Those two, Halford and Gonzalez. Interesting tactical choice. Alex McLeish in the dugout here. As Daryl Murphy up against Hangeland. Won by the big Norwegian. It's out to Halford on the right though, and they're still coming forward. Enrique's chasing him, but doesn't make the challenge. He's into the box. Bangura. Hangeland stops him, but he still comes out with a ball. Into Kieran Richardson. It's over the bar. Bit worried he's beating centre-halves in the air. We're into 3 minutes of stoppage time, and we're still currently leading, but it is not convincing. As Scott Parker inside to Anton Ferdinand. The flurry of Sunderland attacks continue. It's a great ball in. Ignacevic hoofs it out for a throw. 90 seconds to go. Still Sunderland's ball. What on earth is going to happen here? It's Bangura on the right-hand side. Back to Parker. Finds Ferdinand. Into Richardson. 30 yards out. Ignacevic away. And Altidore can chase it, but Ferdinand will make it first. Gordon plays out to Kenwyne Jones. Into Ferdinand. We want him to have it there. That's absolutely fine. Just don't get done by the long ball over the top. Diakate loses out to Daryl Murphy in the air and fouls him. 30 seconds for one last ball in. Kenwyne Jones up to Bangura. Hangeland wins it. Altidore v Ferdinand loses out. It's out to the right-hand side. Enrique's beaten by it. Halford's got the chance to cross. It's a good ball in. Daryl Murphy via Adinio. The Brazilian wins it. Pennant goes up. Adinio away. And we hold on. 2 very poor, tired, leggy performances. Loads of injuries again. but 2-1 victories, and it's a great way to finish the season. A top 6 finish for Fulham, but is it any better? No, because they all won at home as we expected. 6th place, Europa League guaranteed. It is brilliant progress from Fulham. It's incredible progress overall. Let's just remind ourselves here. First season, we finished 11th. 49 points was a remarkable tally, or 47 points, sorry. We did really well to get into that position. Second season, 8th, and of course a little bit of luck with a fair play league. But when you look at the points total, the 21-point gap, we deserve to have that. And we got away with it because we got in via the fair play. We got to the semi-final. We were penalty kicks away from replicating Roy, but he didn't do this. A 6th place finish, 72 points, an incredible effort. 3 points off the Champions League, competing with all the big boys, and we are the best of the rest at the minute, which is the best thing we could say. 15.5 million quid in. If you want to carry on this save, you will have plenty of money to work with and a very good squad, but still some very big decisions to make too, because there are a lot of players out of contract next year or the year after who are unwilling to sign new deals. And it's one of the few flaws of FM09. If a player became unhappy, that was it. 3 years, even if you then went to Europe, if you then went and won the Premier League, they'd still be unhappy. And that's something you may have to contend with. But overall, we have done an incredible job. We finished with a very good overall rating from the board, albeit the squad harmony a little low because of what we mentioned. We've done so well in the competitions. Upset that we were knocked out in the FA Cup, but we managed to get to the semi-final of the Europa League and we got to the top 6 of the Premier League. How have they said they're pleased we've achieved a respectable position in the Premier League? That ain't respectable. That's bloody miraculous. Give us a bit of credit, will you? We're going to leave it here, though. A wonderful save. I've really enjoyed it. But we are now going to turn our attention to getting prepared for FM26. Plenty of live streams still to come, though. The football season is back. We've got loads of watch-alongs on Twitch alongside retro content from LMA Manager 2003. Here, we'll be back very soon with FM26 save ideas, suggestions, and plenty of other little specials I've got planned as well. So thank you very much for watching. Check out the Football Podcast, our other channel, where we're back for the new EFL and non-league season. And I'll see you again very soon as we start preparing for a big release of FM26. I'll see you there.